In April 2024, the Action for Life Skills and Values in East Africa, abbreviated as ALiVE, embarked on a journey to assess life skills and values in Taita Taveta, Nyeri, and Kisumu counties in Kenya. The assessment targeted adolescents aged between 13 and 17 years old across 1,125 households in the 3 counties. ALiVE aimed to assess 3 life skills, that is, collaboration, problem solving, and self-awareness, alongside the value of respect.
Mosquito. Catch it. Kill it.
The assignment began with a 3-day training of assessors who were selected from a crop of teacher trainees. ALiVE's pick of trainees is strategic because the initiative aims to expose teachers to appreciate and identify life skills and values, nurture them, and ultimately be able to assess them at the classroom level.
As our students go out there, they need to have acquired the skill or the competency to teach life skills or to integrate life skills in their teaching as well as their values. And more so, they also need to have acquired the competency also to assess the life skills and values.
On the 4th day, the entire team of assessors and monitors went for a pilot field study in the previously enumerated areas ahead of the actual exercise.
Watch our adolescent, I feel settled to ease that tension, okay? And then don't forget to ask the language she's conversant with, ili usibadilishe hapo katikati.
On 22nd April 2024, the assessment kicked off in earnest, with caregivers allowing ALiVE assessors into their homes while appreciating that nurturing life skills and values needs concerted efforts of different stakeholders at home, at school, and beyond.
Respect is very important. It makes a parent appreciate their children and bless them. Respect also makes a child be acceptable in the society.
In Kariobangi village in Mwatate, Taita Taveta County, we find young Marilyn Ewa watering her kitchen garden. She has improvised a watering can from a recycled water bottle. And drop by drop, she gives life to her beans, vegetables, and sugarcane.
She tends her kitchen garden here, and she has also planted trees at school which she waters. Such nurturing begins here at home. She is an excellent performer in class, and she presses on despite our many challenges. I encourage her to focus on her studies, knowing that God will help her to complete her studies and she will shine someday. When I grow up, I would like to be a doctor.
It is such simple steps that exhibit adolescents' ability to solve problems and be useful within their social spaces. Marilyn, just like other teenagers, also sat down and responded to our assessment questions, which aimed to appreciate how much they understand the 3 skills and the 1 value that ALiVE aimed to assess.
When I encounter a problem at school, like if water spills on my book, I spread it in the sun to dry. When someone annoys me, I report them to the teacher. If they take away my pencil, rubber, or my book, I ask them to return it to me.
When somebody offends me, I will leave him, because when somebody offends you, that is behavior. I don't like beating people.
No, so you just leave him, eh?
Yes, I will warn him.
There are young people who fear to share what affects them with the parents. But if they come to these groups, they start together as peers, then they are listened to their views and they can be helped.
Collaboration particularly involves a high degree of interaction and interdependence, accommodating the views of others and maintaining focus on the goal.
E.g., when you are doing maths and someone doesn't know, she can come to me so that I help her, or I can just go to the board and help the whole class. It helps us share minds. For example, if you don't know something and maybe someone knows it, she can help you to know it also. My favorite subject is integrated science and maths. I share because sometimes if mine is wrong, he can correct me. If his is wrong, I can correct him. So we share to correct each other where there is a wrong.
The skill can be seen as requiring three main dimensions: communication, working together, and negotiation.
Communication opens doors. It is important for a child to speak out and express themselves. Some go to school with just a bar of soap, hoping to get help to study. Some of the bright but needy students approach us leaders directly and told us their fees problems, even when their parents remain quiet about their struggles. Eventually, the learners who spoke out got sponsorship to join Form 1, for instance.
In administering the tool for problem solving, respect and self-awareness, each task is read out aloud to the adolescent.
Bahati na marafiki zake walikuwa wakienda kwenye sherehe.
This is followed by asking a series of questions, the answers to which provide item-level data. The coding of the responses is enacted in real time, with the test administrators who are familiar with the coding rubrics encoding the responses into the Kobo Collect application installed on handheld devices. The aim is to appreciate contextual expression of these life skills and value through specific tasks.
CBC curriculum has brought along many changes. Now my school-going children can iron my clothes and cook well, even do chapati. They can welcome guests well, even in our absence. Previously, children did not know how to cook, do laundry, but CBC systems has helped them to perfect this course.
I am grateful that my daughter helps me when I leave for my errands. She takes care of the goats and cooks for her grandmother. I only come in to help her in the evening. I will start by saying that a child follows the path you train him into. Character shaping begins with the child. If the parent does not guide the child well, they get lost. So they drag us into trying to shape their errant children. That is why we insist that values begin at home, so that the child carries the same to school. I counsel her to focus on her studies first, finish school and college and get a job before she can engage in boy-girl relationships. Because these young boys only waste girls' time, they have nowhere to take them.
Assessors and monitors also had a dose of their lessons through the assignment.
As a teacher trainee, the training of ALiVE have impacted me with various skills and competencies, not only those they are delivering, but they also impacted me with other skills that I require in this life, and has made me to be patient to the learners, since the capability of understanding a question or whatever you are delivering is totally different to each and every learner.
As a week-long exercise ended, some 1,265 adolescents had been assessed, 463 of them in Kisumu County, 433 in Taita Taveta County, while 369 boys and girls were reached in Nyeri County.
Life skill can help you survive. You get to run your errands for your parents and they appreciate it. Life skill and values can also elevate you to help you raise your family status, especially when you study hard and achieve in life. So parents don't regret selling your livestock to pay for your school fees. They find value after investing in your education. That's why I regard life skills so much.
Action for Life Skills and Values in East Africa, ALiVE, aims to ensure that learners acquire 21st century skills and values that would enable them to learn and thrive at school and later in life. At the end of each assessment, ALiVE team left behind customized calendars. These not only help the households to follow through the dates of the year, but also track parental engagement in nurturing life skills and values at the household level.
Life skills and values begin at home. She learns from the adults like me, her grandmother. We have a routine. We wake up, we cook, we eat, we run our errands, then we go to bed and wake up to the same. Respect begins with us adults. We must respect each other for our children to emulate the value of respect. We should teach them the path of faith. We also need to talk with our children, hear them out, understand them, and give them direction, because there is a lot of influence out there, even through media.
We rarely have a reason to punish our children, because with CBC, they are made aware of faults. They are taught on values and life skills. They embrace discipline and respect. So we find no use of cane. We hardly beat them. We discuss the problem and they explain themselves openly, and we appreciate that this is how to train the child.
Assessment of life skills and values is among many efforts that ALiVE initiative undertakes to play its role in assessing the implementation of the competency-based curricula across East Africa. In 2022, ALiVE conducted a large-scale assessment across East Africa covering 45,000 adolescents in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and Zanzibar. The results show that most adolescents are not functioning at particularly high levels in the skills and the value assessed. The findings informed the need to contribute to nurturing and assessing life skills in the region.
For us to develop, either economically or psychologically or in terms of our education systems, we have to come up with homegrown solutions. We cannot rely on people who have a different context, let's say from the global north or what we call the developed countries, to come here with the solutions which they employed in their context, which is not actually our context as such. The solution to our education problems lies with homegrown or capacities built on the local experts, because they will be able to come up with homegrown solutions for our problems.
ALiVE has therefore continued to develop and assess tools and conduct periodic assessments across the 4 jurisdictions.
Even in terms of assessment, we need to come up with authentic assessments. And authentic assessments means look at my context, look at the problems I'm solving, and then now help me to come up with strategies which can help me solve that particular problem.
ALiVE believes that the findings from the 2024 assessments will be another useful contribution to enhance learner experiences and prepare them to live meaningful lives at school, at work, and beyond.